Hello, good morning and welcome to my vlog. This morning I'm trying out this little baby. This is the Sigma 16mm 1.4 angle lens. It cost about £300, so today I'm going to take off this Konica hexagon 50mm lens and I'm going to play with that Sigma 16 1.4mm lens. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a video production with this, and then I will later go out and do some videotaping for you so you can see what it's like for vlogging, etc, etc. So let's go. So the next time you see this camera, it will have the Sigma, it will have the 16mm by Sigma on it. Thank you. Poof. Hello, good morning and welcome to my vlog. My name is Gail, and as explained before, I am filming on the Sigma 16mm 1.4. It costs about £375, and apparently it's a very good lens for vlogging because it's at 16mm. It's made specifically for Canon mirrorless systems like the EOS M, the M50, the M6 and the M6 Mark II, and if you have any other Canon M series cameras, it will work. It will not work on Canon EF systems or the 90Ds or the 80Ds, just so you know. I wanted to pick up this lens to see if it was any good. I have 2.8, but because it says at a 1.4, it's at a wider aperture, which I wanted. So I bought this lens especially for that. And basically at 16mm on a crop sensor camera, you're probably going to get closer to around 20 to 21mm camera. So it's very close to the Canon 22mm lens. I think the difference between this one and the Canon one is that the Canon one is image stabilized. This one isn't, but I think this is probably a better lens than the Canon one, but I haven't got a Canon one to compare with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some vlogging and put this lens to the test to see what you think about the lens. I've already used it in making a film, a short film. I was doing some clips in Jane's studio flat. Initially I found it very difficult and fiddly to use. Now I figured it out, it's fine, and the spatial detection is very, very good. I'm currently using the M6 and I'm using the face detect on here, and it is following me absolutely perfectly. So you will have no problem focusing with this lens at all. Even though it's a Sigma system, it goes straight onto the Canon and acts like any native lens does, especially on this M6 Mark II. Tell me what you think about it. Yeah. I am considering buying the trio of these. So there is a 50 and there's a 35mm, which a 58mm and a 35mm, which I'm considering buying. But like, I've got a lot of 50mm lenses. At a 1.4 aperture though, it's very good. Most of the time you're going to have to step down to about 2.0 to get a good quality picture on this. I'm loving the widescreen image. In fact, I'm tempted now to stick on the Canon 24 so you can compare the 24mm with this lens without a speed booster, just with the Canon adapter, and see what you think of that. And that will be a good way of actually comparing the image and comparing everything. So we're going from a 1.4 and I'm going to use the same lighting situations. I've got it on face to eye auto detect. Look at this field of view, it's very, very wide. So let's go to the 24 to 70 and the 24. Let's go. Right, this is the Canon 24 to 70. I haven't got a speed booster on it, but this is the image. I'm using eye autofocus detect on this 24 to 70. I haven't got a speed booster on it. This is the 24-70L lens. It's f4, same lighting conditions. I'm sitting in exactly the same place. And obviously this is a lower aperture. This is an f4, where the other one is a 1.4. I'm a bit more cut in on this 24 than the 16. What I'll do for you as well is I'll put a speed booster on here so you can tell the difference. But I think for I think it's £375, that Sigma lens is a really good investment, but I want to sort of show you what you can get with both. So if I stand further away with this L lens, you can still get me in pretty well, but the field of view obviously with that Sigma is far wider. So let me stick now the Viltrox speed booster in, see how much more you can get on it. This is quite an expensive lens, even at f4. This lens was about £600, but I love it. So I'm going to stick that Viltrox on now, and you can see what that's like. And then in the end, I'm going to put the Sigma back on, and we can compare these again. But I think in a studio room with that wide field, well, I don't know, I think, gosh, I'm excited and hyper today. Too much coffee. I think in a studio environment, this is a good lens if you can stand far away, but I think that Sigma, whoa, way wilder field of view. Let's chuck a speed booster on this and see what the difference is then. This is a Canon 24-70 L lens. What I've done with this is I've stuck on the Viltrox speed booster, so you can see the field of view with this. I'm sitting in exactly the same place. Everything is exactly the same, the lighting, the setting, the whole lot, but I just wanted you to compare. I've got autofocus on the M6 here, and it's doing a very, very good job, as it should, because it's a native Canon lens of tracking me. Field of view is very wide as well with this one. So let's see what the difference is between this one and actually the Sigma lens. So let's stick that on now. Okay, so I'm now back with the Sigma lens. This is at 1.4, and it's kind of about the same. I would suggest it's the same, almost the same field of view as the 24-70. It ain't much smaller. This is a 24-70, and it's quite a heavy lens. The Sigma is a lot lighter than this one, and the great thing about the Sigma is I don't need to use an adapter. This one's a Canon one, so with the 24-70, it's quite a lump of stuff to be carrying around. So the Sigma is slightly lighter. Now, image quality, at 1.4, obviously you can blur the background out, but it doesn't particularly look like the background's blurred out because obviously I'm in a small room here. But I really like this lens. The only thing I can't do is compare it to a 22mm lens, but I'm really pleased with it right now. So let me know what you think of this Sigma lens. Leave your comments down below. I will go out there and do a vlog for you so you can compare and contrast it, and we'll go from there. So if you enjoyed this, please leave a like, a comment, and consider subscribing. I'm going to do some more photography vlogs and filming vlogs and all of that sort of stuff, as well as wandering around London, because I love testing stuff and gadgets and stuff like that. Everybody should know that. But I haven't been doing it for a long time, and I'm very passionate about checking items out. Plus, this is one for the end of the channel. The best photography channel, hands down, for reviewing equipment and stuff is Markus Pics. Markus Pics. If you want to know about photography, the dude is an absolute genius. So I'm going to link his channel below. Don't know if anybody of my channel is going there to watch him, but if you zoom over to his channel and watch him, you'll really enjoy him, honestly. And he does a very fair reviews, and he's not into sort of trying to sell you a product. He will give you very fair reviews on each product. So check him out. I'll leave his link down below, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you again on another vlog. Thank you very much, and bye for now.